Well, this is our first entry. I'm still waking up. This time the alarm, the alarm on the car didn't go off, and we didn't wake my neighbor. This is 20 years since our last trip me and Rich took along. I mean, I don't want you to think that sounds fagala, but it's the truth. We went to Branson, and that was a memorable trip. And you know what? Think about it. We're so old. 20 years ago, we were still old. Now we're really old.
If Carey doesn't get us killed, it'll be a good trip.
Isn't that something? My 9-year-old mom had to go through the list. Don't get the cops mad. Don't pick up strangers. Don't do anything stupid. Stay out of places that say closed or do not enter. 9 years old, she's still giving me warnings.
Hey.
So we were off
to
the city named Ithaca. I swear that guy had to have a lisp. This is Lake Chautauqua. So I was just told that there's a lot of vineyards in this area. They go all over the lake. So I've been to the Great Lakes, and now I could say I've been to the Grape Lakes. Just spectacular view. I've been to this rest stop before. This is probably the first or second best rest stop, I think, in America. The view is just incredible. The other one is in New Mexico. This is just incredible scenery here. Bit chilly today, probably low 50s, drizzle. Hopefully the weather is going to get better for our leaving tour. We're not leaving, we're leafing. Yeah, we're gonna go to. We're at the prize-winning Cuba Cheese Shoppe. Promise not to make any cheesy jokes. We're in Cuba. Cuba, as JFK would say. There you go. There's a postcard.
Another trooper, huh?
Yes. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Lynn.
Lynn.
Ophius.
And
I'm from Erie.
Erie?
Erie.
You're just traveling
you came right by it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And here, I got this for you. There's some hand sanitizers in there.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day, and let's
too.
hope we get Trump back in, right?
I hope so too.
We're going to take a quick cruise.
Don't film kids.
Don't film kids.
Yeah, people are upset about
What do you think, this is a Joe Biden cam?
After 100 yards, turn left. Then, at the end of the road, turn left.
Listen to his GPS voice over there. It sounds like she's getting out of a hot shower. Look at these murals. These are fabulous. Look at that. Is that colorful or what? The Roadrunner auto parts. You know, they probably could help me put my wipers on. Yeah, I think so. The old Cuba Ice Cream Company right there. I gave him one of those rock and roll hand sanitizers. Do you think we should actually stop for that, wipers?
Are they even open?
It's your call, whatever you want to do.
They look open or no?
Probably. But it is getting late, so if you want to get back on the road. I mean, they might have it. It doesn't.
Let's check.
Okay, perfect. This is a quaint town, another place that I'd like to come back and eat more cheese curds. The kid's not supposed to be crossing. Shame on him. We're gonna take a quick walk while we're waiting for my wipers to get installed. This is Cuba. Not to be confused with the country, but this is Cuba, New York. So we're gonna see what this thing says over here.
I'll get some passage made of it.
Hey! Oh yeah!
Where am I at?
You're at the Cuba Cheese Museum, and this is all part of the Palmer Opera House. And the Palmer Opera House in the late 1900s, the roof and the beams, due to poor weather conditions, fell through to the basement. And many folks decided that it should become a parking lot, and there were about 6 or 8 couples that were never going to let that happen. So they banded together and formed the Cuba Friends of Architecture, and they wrote several $million-dollar grants, and little by little you have this transformation. And upstairs in the Opera House, you have 3 full bays. And on this first floor, we house the Cuba Cheese Museum, and then the next 2 bays are the Perfect Blend Coffee Shop and Eatery, and a gift shop.
That's what I smell.
Yeah. And we like to think of it as a business incubator. We give them very attractive rents. We keep the doors open between all three, and it makes a nice piece for it.
What's this place called?
Well, the entire space, all three bays, it is the Cuba Palmer Opera House. And on the rack that you'll see here, the stand-up rack is a little Bible that tells you a little about the history of the Palmer. But it really tells you this here is there.
Is that you in the picture? No.
That's Mr. Doyle.
Oh, this is fun.
Get some light.
And your name is?
Paul.
So what are we looking at here, Paul?
Well, years ago, the turn of the century, 100 years ago, the high school used to play basketball up here. And that's one of the original nets. These weren't here at the time. These were put in during the restoration. But
So you have live plays and
we have plays, musicals, bands of every kind of genre, operas, weddings, proms, you name it. I just want to show you, here's some of the pictures. What the place looked like before it was started to be renovated. All down here. And here's what this room looked like. It's hard to see, but that's the hole in the roof in this building, wide open.
wow.
So all this was wide open, had collapsed all the way down to the basement.
And so when was this?
2005, took
And-
several years to redo. You can see the new floor here, and see the older strip back there along the window.
That's what she was
That's
talking
the
about.
original flooring, all the rest of this is all gone.
So many millions did this take?
I got a couple $1 million grants, but it was all done by volunteer work. Except for the heating and electricity, plumbing, it was all done by volunteer work. It was amazing.
Perfect cozy type theater.
And that Parcenium, they took that down to repair it, paint it, put it back up.
And who's the Doyle family?
Mr. Doyle, or I should say Dr. Doyle, is the gentleman who led the restoration. And he's the one who wrote all the $1 million grants, wrote to get them, and he got them. There's a picture in a cabinet there, back in the 20s or 30s. It was actually a furniture store up here. But you can see the Parcenium back in there.
So originally it was an opera house, and then
Always been an opera house.
and then through the years
When it
it
didn't get
served
used
as.
to it, yeah. It used to be vaudeville, back in the day, vaudeville and all that stuff, traveling minstrel shows. And
Are you looking for a bassist?
sure.
Rich, you hear that? I'm gonna get you a gig here.
So we have our sound booth, the lighting booth there.
And up there's one of the original band uniforms, I take it, or is it, what does that go
Well,
back
in
to?
the- Probably the 40s or 50s.
The 40s, okay.
Yeah. It is by a gentleman whose name was Schutz, J.R. Schutz, and he was from the area. He was famous for, all the old greeting cards way back in the teens where they had pictures of flowers and all that stuff. He did all kinds of greeting cards, or wildlife, and he painted that. That's of Cuba Lake. And he also, years ago, painted the backdrops for the plays. So somebody just came across that and wanted to know if we wanted it. We said, sure.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Originally,
Terrific.
When we got it, some kids had painted sailboats on the lake, so we had it restored. Got the sailboats out there. If you look real hard, sometimes you can see them, see where it was.
Yeah, yeah, you can.
Like this, you can see kind of
Yeah.
a sailboat right there, and a couple of what they.
That's terrific.
And we have a big fundraiser here Friday night for a local girl who was paralyzed in a car accident, not last summer, maybe the summer before. And Daryl Talley from the Buffalo Bills is going to be here. See on the stairs.
So they got a little coffee shop here.
Oh, no, not that door, the exit. Here's the sciences restroom.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. These are air bubbles right here.
Have you ever seen a more elaborate crossing? The Mill Street crossing. I don't even know if there's a creek out there. We're good. That is just one elaborate bridge. The bridge to nowhere.
Buttermilk. I have it. That's on my list too.
That was incredible. Well, we're in, well, just about in Ithaca. And that was one incredible waterfall. You didn't see it. I barely saw it, but we will see it together tomorrow. And even way out here, they have KFC. Ithaca Plaza. Oh, that's fine. I don't even have the seatbelt on. Making a difference together.